Koslov, the most hated man in the zone. He's ruthless, but hardly a mastermind. Despite his civilized appearance, he may just be a mad dog, unleashed by the NAR. Still, you could probably learn a lot from him. He could be your ticket into the power plant.
Bad news, Igor.
What's going on?
Kozlov is about to leave the NAR encampment. Very convenient timing, isn't it?
Convenient indeed. So, change of plans?
Go to Hotel Policia, top floor. You'll have a great vantage point from up there. It will allow you to pinpoint Kozlov.
Sounds good.
Excellent. We should pursue this plan. This will bring us closer to defeating the Rat King.
You're one psycho geezer, Terracan. But I like you because you love to stir shit up. Working with you is a real pleasure.
You may be far from divine enlightenment, Sashko, but your heart is in the right place.
Patrolling Pripyat almost makes you wish you were someplace else.
You sleeping on the job, buddy? Huh? Oh, fuck. Help! Help! What the fuck are you doing here, pal? Enemy in sight! I repeat, enemy in sight! Call for backup! Shoot to kill! We've got... Light his ass up!
I'm on the top floor, and I found some binoculars.
Good. Luck favors bold mousies like yourself.
I see him. General Kozlov in the flesh.
The chief rat. Now listen closely, Mousy. His living quarters are in the building on your right, top floor. The time for action is now. Gather your courage and go, Mousy.
What about a little help? Perhaps some kind of diversion?
Yes. Luring the other predators away is always a good idea. Use the generator to power up the Ferris wheel. Its lights will attract them like moths.
Like moths? That might work for a minute or two, but it won't last.
Do you have a better idea?
I might. Shut down the generator instead, and they'll be blind. Then you'll have no problem sneaking past the guards and getting to your target.
Okay, I'm at the generator.
The shadows are out! Fucking hell! Fire! Fire at will! Target the head! Over there! Keep shooting! More of them are coming! Watch your six! Stay alert!
Disabling the generator must have opened the shadow cages. The guards will be quite busy for the next little while.
Not afraid of the dark, are you? Seriously though, watch yourself. Those things will eat you just as soon as any guard.
What's all the commotion?
Don't even think about reaching for that sidearm, General Kozlov. I'm not interested in talking to you, but I need to find Tatiana, and you're in my way.
Is that so? Those few words you just said tell me you have no idea what's going on here.
I'm sorry, General. I'm not that kind of person. But you leave me no choice.
Wait. You're making a huge mistake. I can tell you a great many things. Useful information. You want to know about Tatiana, right? Then you found the right man. Let's talk.
Okay. I'll bite. But you better have answers.
Did you think I would be impressed? I've seen these things before.
Don't make your situation any worse than it already is. Move.
So, this is what it looks like from the inside.
Surprised? I guess you're not all-knowing after all.
Let's say terrorist hideouts are not my department, but I know everything I need to know. Is this a family meeting? What a pity. I thought we were going to talk man-to-man, Professor Kaminyuk. What about you, old man? Still chasing ghosts? Did you ever find your mysterious Rat King? Perhaps you should have stayed in the institution. At least they kept you properly fed. Sashko Horobets, I admire your craft, but there's nothing I can do for you. Or your brother.
We'll see about that.
Are we done with introductions? Let's get to it then.
You seem to be the most reasonable of this gang of colorful misfits. I was hoping you and I could have a civilized conversation.
I know exactly what you're doing. It isn't particularly clever or original, and it's not going to work.
What am I doing? I am a professional who happens to be on the other side of the fence. Just a man trying to do his job. I have a nephew that I very much want to see. So, go ahead and ask your questions. When you're satisfied, I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Your nephew? Tell me about him.
He's 10 years old. He's from Magnitogorsk, like his father and me, and he's the smartest kid I know. I don't believe for one moment that you could harm him. It simply isn't your style, Professor. Besides, you don't even know where he is.
Do not assume to know me, Koslov. That would be a mistake. Tell me about the experiments. What is Semenov doing in the lab?
I wish I could tell you, but as with tracking down trespassers, that is not my department. My task was to ensure Semenov could work undisturbed.
You lie. I've seen everything. I've even studied Chernobylite myself. How can you claim to know nothing about it?
I know about its applications, yes. I know that it can act as an unlimited energy source, that it can be used in transportation, medicine, and can even be weaponized. But I don't know any details about its implementation. I'm not a scientist, just an old soldier.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Look, I'm not a personal friend of Semenov. His findings may be profound, but at what cost? Remember, it was Semenov who botched the experiment that released the shadows into this world. Can you guess how many people I've lost fighting those things? Don't ask me where these creatures came from, because I have no idea. From a nightmare, perhaps. Semenov has a god complex. He believes he can advance the human race, a bold claim, especially in this part of the world, no? We lived in the shadow of people who wanted to turn us simple bread eaters into angels for almost the entire century. But I've been around. I've seen things. So you can understand why I'm skeptical when I hear such claims.
Semenov may be the brain, but he isn't responsible for the atrocities in the zone. That's your doing.
You seem like a smart fellow, Kamenyuk. Why would you buy into this nonsense?
What do you mean?
Whatever Semenov told you, he is the real puppet master. He has great influence over the board.
The board?
The big money people in the tailored Italian suits. The people who make money by making money. Semenov convinced the board he's going to transform NAR into $1 trillion business. To them, he's like an investment banker messiah.
Semenov isn't rounding people up and torturing them, filling mass graves with civilian corpses. That's you.
Well, naturally, you'll get a distorted view of what's going on when you only hear one side of the story.
Uh-huh. What's your side of the story, then?
This is a war zone. I am responsible for keeping my men safe and doing my job. Some collateral damage is unavoidable in any conflict. But trust me when I say I've already had a bellyful of civilian misery. I do my absolute best to keep their suffering to a minimum.
I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana?
That ghost you're chasing. That pretty dream. I don't know what to tell you.
You're the head of security. Am I to believe you're not privy to everything that goes on at the power plant?
Professor Kamenyuk, listen. I am here to earn a little extra money so I can retire someplace nice and send my nephew to an Ivy League university. I have zero interest in anything that doesn't directly concern my men and my job.
You don't tell me. I swear.
I cannot tell you what I do not know, Professor. Semenov is the authority in this area. Talk to him if you want to know more about the experiments or this Tatiana girl.
How do I enter the power plant?
You're placing me in a very awkward position. You want me to divulge information that may lead to casualties among my men and the civilian staff.
You've got a real nerve talking to me about civilian casualties. I can't believe you would try that. Again, what is the password and response for accessing the power plant?
Don't be stupid. You and your merry band of trumps will never make it out of the power plant alive.
I don't care. Do you know where we are right now?
No. I don't understand it, this place. But let's skip the guessing game and you just tell me.
We are currently in the tunnel between two singularities. It's like a black hole, only smaller. This tunnel is a shortcut through time and space. Marvelous, isn't it? But to use it, you need to know how to enter and how to leave.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Do you? I don't have to kill you. I can simply leave you here. But don't count on dying anytime soon. Time dilation will ensure that you don't. You will never see your nephew again. But perhaps I will release you to attend his funeral when he's died of old age.
I can see that your companion's cruel nature is beginning to rub off on you. Very well.
Are you ready to cooperate now? If you lie to me, I will return and it won't go well for you.
The call is, we quell the storm. The response, and ride the thunder.
Thank you. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. What to do with you now, eh?
I want to ask him about Rustlin fast.
He's just a tool of the Rat King. He told you everything of value already. Do not let this rodent roam free. He can still do great damage to our cause, more even than before.
Sorry. I can't let you go.
You're making a mistake, Professor. One you will dearly regret.
I promised Sashko.
Let me ask some questions about why Rustlin died, and I'll send him to his ancestors. You've seen enough bloodshed, Igor. Go now.
This is no way for a man to die by the hands of a thief, a common low-life criminal. Damn you.
Ah! I can't take it anymore! I don't want to! The torture! The suffering!
What's happening? Is it a vision?
I see a woman! A young woman! She's in so much pain!
What?
The rats got to her! They tied her to a tree! They're eating her alive! No! I can't watch! They're cutting into her! They're gnawing on her flesh, lapping up her blood!
What are you babbling about? You're not making any sense.
They are so hungry, these rats! Oh, you cannot believe what hunger will drive a living being to do! The Gulag! And Nazino Island! Thousands of little city mice sent on a voyage to hell! My father was there.
It rings a bell, but wasn't that before the war?
Makes no difference, Mousy. Past, present, future. All are the same in the eyes of the Rat King.
Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry about your father.
3 meals are all that separate us from the rats, Igor. Crazed with hunger.
You and your damned rats. Hey there, Tarakan.
But of course, I can get...
Actually,
Hello.
Olivier, something you wanted to talk about?
Someone. What do you make of this Tarakan guy?
I don't know yet. He's a very complicated personality.
Complicated, huh? That's a cute way to say insane.
Well, that certainly is a possibility. But he also knows a lot about NAR, the shadows, and the incident. Maybe even more than we do. We cannot ignore that.
You think his grotesque costume, the fetishes, and manic blathering are some kind of act?
Maybe. Maybe he's just got an overdeveloped sense of humor or something.
Fuck his sense of humor. Over the many years I've spent in the field, I've developed a kind of sixth sense. A gut feeling about people. Right now, my gut is telling me there's something sketchy about this guy.
Maybe your gut is just hungry. Did he consider that?
I'm glad your sense of humor is intact, Kim and Yuk. But if Tarakan endangers our mission in any way, I hope you kick his shaggy, shamanic ass out of our base.
Do you think you could find some time?
But I'll...
Maybe some other...
Have you ever heard about the Cannibal Island in Siberia? Nazino Island?
I might have heard something, but...
But they don't teach it in school, right? Not the most glorious moment in Soviet history. I wouldn't know anything about that either. But that crazy old Vaker and Tarakan told me when we were working together on another job. I wasn't at all interested, but he wouldn't shut up about it. So I told him I'd listen as long as he made it quick. Then he told me about these poor bastards. 5,000 of them. Rounded up in cities and shipped to the island of Nazino, in Siberia. It was supposed to be a gulag, except there was nothing there. It was absolutely desolate. These guys were supposed to build their own prison.
That's horrible. When was this?
Not sure. I think Tarakan said the 30s. Anyway, they were given nothing. No tools, no equipment, and only 200 grams of flour each, daily. They ate the flour raw because they didn't know how to start a fire. Most of them were city dwellers. They'd never spent a day in the wilderness. Helpless bastards.
What was their crime?
Crime? They didn't have their identity papers on them when they were picked up. That's it. The secret police had a quota to fill. Of course, some of them were hard-boiled criminals prepared to do anything to survive. They obeyed only one rule: kill or be killed, and the food didn't last long. Tarakan said something about a teenage girl tied to a tree. This was documented. She was slaughtered and eaten by the other prisoners who'd gone mad from hunger. Anyway, the old dude Tarakan was really upset by the story. But did I find it shocking? Nah. I may not be educated like you, Professor, but I've got a pretty firm grasp on human nature. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. In the end, all that matters is who gets to eat and who gets to die.
Very uplifting. I admire your optimism, Sashko. Hey.
I can...
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
Hello, partner. Today I'll teach you the correct way to handle a shotgun. This bad boy really packs a punch and can knock down even the sturdiest opponent, but I suppose you already know that. You do watch action movies, right? You don't need to be a sniper to shoot this thing effectively, so that's something. The shotgun has considerable spread, so you may as well leave your glasses at home. But let's get to it. Fire when ready. Outstanding work, Igor. If this business with your fiancée doesn't pan out, I suggest you take up a glamorous life of crime. Breaking Bad could be fun for a Professor Emeritus like yourself. I think you've done enough for today. The rest will come with time and practice. Good to see you're still in shape. It'll come in handy. How are things, Professor?
I would like to...
Sure.
What's going on?
Can we...
Sure.
What's the matter, Mousy?
Let me take a...
Of course!
Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant. We all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, and not everyone made it. But this time we're smarter and better prepared. I know we can do this. We have to do this. It's the only way we can find Tachana and end NAR.
Mousy, you're talking about striking at the heart of the Rat King. But have you learned everything possible about his plans?
I have evidence that NAR was conducting Chernobylite experiments back in the 90s. Tachana and her baby were 2 of their subjects. With the rate at which their technology is progressing, soon, nothing will be able to stop them. We must act now.
What about that black mask-wearing motherfucker? Have you identified him?
No, but who cares? When we cross paths, we'll take him out. End of story. This is much bigger than anything any of us has done before. If you want to back out, this is your chance.
One organization holding this much power is against everything I believe in. And besides, this is personal for me. Count me in.
You know how I feel. The Rat King must be stopped at all costs, Mousy. I'm in.
Igor, you know I always have your back, but this is insane. This mission needs more preparation. I can't support a plan that doesn't have my full confidence.
It's your choice if you don't want to help. I can't force you. I appreciate your trust. We can't count on the element of surprise, but we know enough about NAR's vulnerabilities to make this work. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather capture than kill me. We can use this to our advantage. We'll dress somebody up as an NAR officer, escorting a prisoner. Me. That's our ticket inside. We have 2 NAR uniforms, both male. Any takers?
You should take someone who can keep his cool when things go sideways, as they inevitably do. Trust me on that.
NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter and surveillance system by now. A skillful hacker should be able to at least temporarily disable them.
I'm your man, Mousy. The great Ratcatcher has blessed me with a knack for that kind of thing. Electronics, surveillance, computers. There's no one better than me.
I need someone to cover our asses in case we end up in the shit. Someone who can take down a target from a distance, or at least create a diversion.
Firearms are my preferred method of solving problems, but I can definitely distract them.
Last but not least, a spy. I want someone to monitor NAR activities and keep us informed about their moves.
I know the power plant like a boy knows the woods behind his house. Let me take care of it.
Does everyone know what to do? Last chance to reconsider.
This is it, my love. The last stretch. You've been through so much for me. Make sure you're ready, because it will take everything you have. Your wits, your strength, your plan, your companion's loyalty, everything. Good luck, my love.
This is it. Today's the day, whatever happens. Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple check everything is ready. Spy check. How are my eyes and ears?
I've got the plans, the codes, everything I need. I can hear the rats' every chitter, grunt, and squeak. I'll keep you posted, Mousy.
Sniper, are you in position? Have you got eyes on?
Sure thing, partner. Got you on a scope as we speak. I even saw you pick your nose a second ago. I might not be the best shot in the zone, but even Tarakan couldn't miss at this range.
There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to shoot someone in the head with a silenced rifle. So elegant, so efficient. All you have to do is give the order.
I can guide you to a side passage. You'll avoid them completely.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
It's hidden pretty well, Mousy. But I'll give you the coordinates, and you should be able to get through unnoticed.
So far, so good. But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features. Security checkpoint. What used to be a radiation detector is now a biometric scanner. Clever.
They're behind cover. I can't take them all from this distance. But I could pop up those fuel tanks a few hundred meters behind your position. You can slip through it in the chaos. Bad thing is, I'll have to give up his position.
The Rat King's cybersecurity is not all that complex, Mousy. Even with all those upgrades, someone with a bit of tech savvy could break through.
Get the ball rolling, Sashko.
Wake up, tin soldiers. Igor, they tracked me down. I need to make myself scarce. You go on.
Thanks for your help, Sashko. I'll see you at the victory party. The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Mousy, I've been listening in on their radio channel. There's a sniper deployed on the building just above you.
Fuck! Have they spotted us?
Not yet. But if you trigger the alarm, you'll be a sitting duck. Or mouse. Better keep it quiet.
Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough. The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sashko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine. Charges armed. Stay back.
Igor, can you hear that? That music. It's her.
What? Olga? But why?
She told me to. I'm sorry, Igor. It's the only way. Know that she loves you very much.
Olga! Olga! No, I don't understand. What are you talking about?
These events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined. Gorgi told you where to find the plans for the power plant, but the NAR got wind of it and was lying in the wait. You surrendered to their forces. You went to the NAR base and confronted Gorgi Semenov about his involvement in my kidnapping, but you didn't believe him. You decided to kidnap Koslov and created a distraction by turning off the electricity. You and your team had two options for dealing with Koslov: kidnapping, and you made the choice. These events have not happened yet, as in Terracon's hideout, you faced a choice. Mikhail wanted you to wipe out the NA. Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye, or Gorgi told you where to find the plans for the power plant, but the NAR got wind of it and was lying in the wait. You surrendered to their forces. Let's try again with a different approach, Igor.
No.
This is General Koslov of the NAR. You're coming with us quietly. No harm will come to you unless you force my hand. We disabled your technology. Do yourself a favor.
I sense the Rat King closing in on you. Run!
Okay, I give you.
Notify me as soon as the patrol has returned. Welcome back to the world of the name's Koslov. You know, guarding, if you will.
Sure.
With you, yep, the if per.
You brought Koslov in for group interrogation. Afterwards, you decided that you couldn't risk keep... You met with Koslov in his office. You decided to kidnap Koslov. You and your team had two options for dealing with Koslov. These events have not happened.
Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant. We all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, but this time we're smarter. I know we can do...
Mousy.
I have evidence that NAR was conducting Chernobylite experiments back in the 90s. Tatiana and we must...
What about...
No, this is...
You know?
It's your choice if you don't... I appreciate your trust. We can't...
You should...
NAR... I need... Last... Does...
You've already tried and failed, Igor. Perhaps there's a better way. Let me show you something.
I appreciate your trust. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather We'll dress somebody up. We have... NAR must... I need... Last but... Does... Let's talk about our roles again. I appreciate time and again. We'll dress up... You should... NAR must have upgraded.
I'm your man. Electronics.
I need some... Thinking it over... I don't really think we need this kind of support. Just stick to the main... Does everyone know what to do?
Every decision you made during this mission lies before you. Revisit your choices and change them at your will. Ponder your mistakes and make them right. Finish your mission and find me, Igor. Thanks to your spy, you avoided the main gates and found your way into the power plant through a hidden passage. Thanks to your spy, you avoided the main gates and found your way into the power plant through a hidden passage.
There are a few sentries outside the gate. That's obstacle number 1.
Just be cool and they'll fall for it. No army in the world puts their best men on sentry duty.
Okay, showtime. This better work.
Halt! Who goes there?
If you know what's good for you, you'll stand aside and quick. This stalker is a wanted man, and you know how the bosses feel about waiting.
Yeah, I mean, yes, sir. You can find the brass in the tent behind the gates. I assume you know the way?
I've taught you how to change past events. It's time to use that knowledge again. Try, fail, learn, repeat.
So far, so good. But it's getting harder now. NAR's upgraded some of the old security features. Security checkpoint. What used to be a radiation detector is now a biometric scanner. Clever.
I already found the right database. I'll upload your biometric data, and you can walk right through.
I don't mind taking a gamble, but a fancy uniform isn't going to fake out a biometric scanner.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
One moment. Yes. Done and done. Those gates won't be a problem, Mousy.
Time to move. With a little luck, they won't notice us. The entrance should be very close. It's a large metal door to the tech access corridor. Nothing I can't handle.
Remember the charges I prepared for breaching security doors? Powerful, but quiet. Like sticking a curling iron into a pound of butter. Or maybe you want to save them for later.
Damn! If I force the lock, it'll trigger the alarm. This will be tough.
I can try to remotely unlock the door without tripping the alarm, but no guarantees. You'll have to move very quickly, Mousy.
The lock is wired to the alarm system, but Sachko's charges will destroy both the lock and the trigger mechanism. I should be fine. Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Give me a minute, Mousy. Okay, it's open. Now, run, or you'll have NAR rats stepping on your tail.
Another life lost because of you. What happened to your grand plans? Your companion is about to meet his end in this reality. You should figure out what led to this so you can plan accordingly next time.
What's happening?
This had to happen, Igor. You need to be saved. We all need to be saved.
Did you just...
There's no other way. She asked me to save you from the worst fate imaginable.
Have you lost your goddamn mind? You're not making any sense. What the fuck?
You can run,
The
Igor,
electronics are sizzling
but
as if
you
they're going to
cannot hide from
explode.
this.
That's to be expected, Mousy. The power plant's electrical system is antiquated, falling apart. We should find a way to short-circuit the power.
have access to the circuit board. Perhaps I can cut power to the nearest corridor.
Have you been listening, Mousy? I can turn off the entire sector remotely, no problem. I'll only leave the light on at your location.
Tarakan, I like your thinking.
Today, the darkness is our friend, Mousy. You're completely now safe.
We're getting close to the reactor floor. I think we managed to dodge the main security detail. As long as we maintain our cover, we should be good. I'm in the Golden Corridor. It looks like NAR beefed up security after our little escapade. Not unexpected. We still have the element of surprise. Let's force our way in. Attack!
He's holed up over there! We need to lure him out! Help over here! Fuck! Shut the hell! We got a man down! Everyone be ready! We're taking losses! I repeat, we've got men down! He's holed up over there! We need to lure him out! Man down! Call for backup! He's over there! Over there! He'll come out eventually! Everyone be ready! I've lost visual. I repeat, no visual on target. One of ours? He's behind cover! Flank him! Wounded! Help! Get him! Fucking get him!
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor.